What's going on, everybody? My name's Kalvin.
My name's Angelo.
We are the Vision Twins, and we lost combined 300 pounds.
Now it's our life mission to show the entire world how to do this same thing.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about our pros and cons to our weight loss journey.
Man.
Angelo, I'll go ahead and kick it off with you. Go ahead and start with the pros. It was kind of hard, guys. It's hard at first to get the cons because obviously when you lose weight, everything's kind of great. But I mean, you have to throw in. I thought I had to throw in.
There are cons. There are definitely cons to losing weight. It's not a con that's going to make you want to not lose weight. It's a con that kind of comes with it. So don't think this list is anything that's going to stop you from going and losing weight. No, go work out, go get in shape, go lose weight, because none of these are not worth the pros that are coming with this. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Number one, your clothes fit better.
Ooh, you're looking clean in that shirt, boy.
You know, there's certain things that you couldn't really wear as a bigger person and that I really couldn't wear. One of them was a tank top. I felt like I just looked like sloppy, and you know, if I was in a wife beater,
oh yeah,
I would just look sloppy and gross and like unhealthy. I'd be eating food and have stains on it. Like, it was just bad all around. So number one, your clothes fit better and you're able to wear cooler shit. So like tank tops, wife beaters, you know, short shorts. It just wearing shorts in general, you know.
Or in this athletic shirts, like athletic shirts look sick. You can show your muscles.
You look tight, you look clean, you know. There's definitely a lot of pros to that.
You look good in some Vision Twins shirts. You look good. You can get at visiontwins.com. Go get some Vision Twins merch. You look good in that stuff, but make sure you guys don't wear no Balenciaga, none of that. You don't want to wear it because you got skinny models. Yeah, they may be skinny. I don't know. They skinny because they lost weight or whatever the case is. But that's just, don't wear none of that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's just kind of crazy. If we ever see us wear a Balenciaga, you guys know we turned on y'all.
Yeah, we turned all the way on.
We definitely said fuck the Vision. We just went crazy.
We said we ain't fighting the good fight. We said there's no good fight.
All right, so then the cons to another thing. So I'm gonna go pro and a con. So then the con is you lose friends, and again, this isn't like something bad that it shouldn't stop you from losing weight, because the reason why you lose friends is because you're no longer able to relate to them in the way that you used to. So for us, you know, we just wouldn't hang out with the people that we'd go out and eat with all the time. We wouldn't smoke with them as much. Like, we just started doing our own thing and, you know, taking our life into our own hands. And obviously you can't bring somebody along with you. You're gonna definitely spend a lot less time hanging out with friends because you're so focused on yourself, which again isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of a side effect of losing weight.
Yep, so you lose friends, clothes fit better. The second thing is you are treated differently. You know, we can relate this to a lot of different things.
This is a pro.
This is a pro. You get treated differently. The door opens for you. People like to open the door before. People wouldn't even think twice before, you know, looking behind themselves if you're walking behind them. But, you know, if you're behind them, you know, more nine times out of 10 now, people are gonna hold the door open for you. They're gonna sense that type of respect for you when they see some muscles, when they see some fitness to you. They're definitely gonna treat you with a lot more respect, as if you were just some kind of big slob, how we used to be.
Yeah, I mean, when we were in college, especially, like, I started losing weight in college, and it went from like, I went from one semester looking really overweight to the next semester looking super skinny. And like, I could tell you the difference amongst grown-ups and adults is like, you know, usually when you're obviously bigger, you get looked past. I feel like people would look past you. You wouldn't become like a standout like figure, you know what I mean? Just like a beautiful aura of a figure. But when you start losing weight, you start really tapping into who you really are, and you're not afraid to like be fully yourself. So you stand out from the crowd because most people are already like shriveled up and quiet, you know what I mean? And that was in my perspective. Like, I would get asked, you know, are you a football player? Are you a basketball player? What do you do here? Like, just off of me exercising and losing weight, like that is literally the type of respect I would get. People would assume that like I'm something way greater than what I was, but like, honestly, a couple months ago, I was super out of shape and unhealthy. So that's one thing that we always like to kind of bring in there.
The door's open, you get treated differently, you get invited more to things, you know, that kind of goes with having the door open for you. People want you to come to their parties, want you to come to their events. Yeah. And just overall respect, you get more respect, people talk to you differently. People don't just, you know, kind of, you know, disregard you. They listen to what you have to say. Your opinion becomes important when you lose weight.
But for us though, like, we always been the type of people to stay inside and not really go out anyway. So like, when we get invited to shit, we're just like nah, like I'm still straight. Like, I'm good, bro. I'd rather stay inside the crib.
I mean, with us, if you got a best friend, I mean, that like lives with you, then you don't really got to go out.
You got to go nowhere. What the fuck am I gonna do with you? Get drunk, high, smoke weed, do nothing productive, like.
But then when you're with your brother, like, we're gonna get shit done, you know.
We just stay home and chill, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a con in that. So sideways con.
The con is a smaller stomach. You don't eat as much as you do. So when you do get invited to those events or you do get invited to those parties, you're not necessarily gonna, you know, devour a plate like how you should have, how you could have. And it's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get all the sweet and tangy tastes as you would have before.
Lose the idea of food hitting. Yeah. Like, I think that's one thing you have to understand is like, food does not hit
all the time.
All the time. Like,
it's not supposed
you know,
to
when
be.
you're overweight, you're like, man, I'm about to fuck this food up. This shit's about to hit. But like, when you're losing weight, you start, I'm gonna just say skinny, getting into shape. Like, you just don't have that desire of like the full emotion when you go in to eat. Like, the food's good, but it's nothing that's gonna be like make you satisfy or like.
It's gonna satisfy. You're gonna get the nutrients.
Not even. I don't think satisfy is a good word. Just give like that endorphin release of like happiness or anything. Obviously, there's gonna be times when you're fucking hungry and you just go eat, and then it's gonna give that to you. But like 9 times out of 10, if you eat a good meal, you're just like, that was good. Like I'm glad I ate it. But it wasn't
like no White Castle.
It was like I fucking waited for this. I've been dying. It's like you kind of lose that. So
so that's gonna say. The third one, you get happier. You get a lot lighter. Your soul becomes lighter, and so you can speak to happier.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things I could say about getting happier, like just not sitting inside playing video games, like not watching YouTube videos and eating a bag of chips and just sitting on my bed all the time. I still do some of that shit, but not to the degree of when I was overweight. That was all I did. I would literally just stay in bed and do that all day.
Yeah, all day. You didn't exercise, you didn't work out. Like
I don't know. I keep the room's dark, the AC on, the fans on, the windows blacked out, and I just would sit in the room and like. Man, I just feel like that's a depressing. Just even explaining that sounds like depression to me. So like, yeah, definitely you get happier. You're more likely to go outside, get some vitamin D, get some sun. Want to go out and see people, see what's going on in the world. You're alive. You know what I mean? You're fully expressing yourself, and you're not just like living in one little tiny piece of what your life really could be. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Buying
the con. This fucking sucks.
Oh yeah. So the cons is you're buying new clothes constantly.
This.
That's like it's like on each different stage. So Angelo, you can speak to this one because you're pretty adamant about this one.
Yeah, buying new clothes fucking sucks because when you're losing weight, you want to like start seeing how good you look in the clothes that you can go buy, and so you go buy an outfit, right? And then you go buy it and you wear it, but it's only good for like a month or two, and then it starts getting loose and you're like, holy shit, like yeah, I'm happy I'm losing weight, but like. I just bought this shit. Like
that oversized H&M ain't hitting how it did when you first got it.
Yeah, like
H&M ain't hitting like it is when you first.
Because I was excited when I was like, man, I can finally go buy the skinny people clothes, and then come to find out, I wasn't even happy wearing the 2XL, XL, or.
Remember that 2X, like that baseball tee from H&M?
The blue one,
it's like you get skinnier, but it's like I still want to. I need to keep going.
Yeah, it's like, do I want to wear this or do I want to lose weight? Well, fuck that. Like I don't give a fuck about the t-shirt. I'm gonna lose weight. I already started, so you just like. Kind of end up just giving away a bunch of clothes that you literally just bought that for some reason we've never done that. So thankfully when you get to a weight that you're happy at, you can buy the clothes that you want. But yeah, if it's at 3X or 2X, don't do that. Just keep going, bro. Keep wearing the baggy. We would literally we would wear our baggy shit like even at say like when we started getting from a large to like mediums, we would just like wear an XL because we're like, okay, we're not gonna go buy a large and go buy any, like we're gonna wait until we make sure like this is our weight.
The large is the top you're gonna really go though. The large.
I wear XL. I like
large. I mean,
I like certain XLs that are over like baggy baseball tees.
Large is like our manly shirt, and then like the mediums like our like skinny
motherfucking nigga shirt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So yeah, you're buying new clothes constantly. That's constantly effective on the constantly.
It happens a lot. So then another pro to losing weight
for my guys, our thing got a lot bigger. My thing got a lot bigger. A lot of fat left the area, it disappeared, and girls were saying this is the biggest dick I've ever felt.
Oh, nigga. You really went there?
What, they said this is the biggest dick I ever
felt. Bro.
That's what they said.
You ain't gotta say that. That's crazy.
That's what she was saying, though.
Okay, but...
it's true. It gets bigger and you get compliments like that. You do get those compliments.
I never... So, just quick story time. I didn't lose my virginity until after I lost weight.
You were still kind of losing weight. You were still kind of big.
I was like 220 when I lost weight.
Yeah, he was like 220.
So I lost weight. I lost about 120 pounds at that time.
That's crazy.
I didn't lose my virginity until I lost weight, which I was like 17 years old. And
you were 18.
Or 18. Yeah, I was 18 years old. And that was the first time I ever experienced, like, obviously sex, right? But when I first had it, my first experience was like... Oh, I want to do this every day. Like I could see how dudes want to
fuck someone.
I can see how dudes want to do it all the time, but then you gotta like grow up and be like, okay, don't be a fucking fuck, and like just fuck all the time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to do that shit. Nothing gets done. Yeah, nothing gets done. You just start like looking for girls all the time, and you gotta realize like girls are gonna come to you, like especially when you lose weight. Like you're going to get attention. Like it's so like hard not to get it.
It's like the bigger it gets, the bigger the antenna gets to hot chicks.
It's tripping, but it's true though.
It's like an antenna. The bigger it gets, the hot chicks just.
If us two walk down these apartment stairs,
we gonna
apartment elevator.
One of these bitches gonna.
One of these girls gonna be like,
gonna want to fuck.
Look at one of us and be like, yeah, I want one of them. So like you gotta be able to be like, hey, thank you, I appreciate the compliment. You gotta start turning into a girl almost. Like it's crazy. You gotta be like, all right, thanks for the compliment, but I ain't trying to fuck you. All right, move on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop trying to fuck all the time.
Yeah, stop trying to fuck, bro. If you lost weight just to fuck,
oh, that's sad.
I understand. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. That's just lame.
You get a new reputation in society, so kind of going hand in hand with that one is it getting bigger and like girls in the elevator want to fuck us all the time. You get a new reputation. You're not the same big Angelo. You're not the Sanders sandwich.
Oh yeah.
You're not the big old boys that you used to be, and you don't.
They can't fuck with you no more.
People think about you differently. So the cons about that is that like you have to build a new reputation for yourself. Like, no guys, I am nice. Like I'm not like I don't want to eat. I don't want to smush you. I don't want to eat your food. Like I don't want to take your food and steal all the good food in your pantry. I don't want to do that anymore.
No, people definitely can't fuck with you no more. Like you just like. You're wrong because I'm not that, you know what I mean? Then you can only like
You're not the old person.
You can only reminisce on the bad stories of yourself, but like you can't. They're gonna be like, man, remember you used to eat all that shit? And then they look at you like, yeah, but I mean, I still can't joke with you about it. I still can't roast you about it. So like, it's like it's funny. It's like you're just like, yeah, what you gonna say now? Like what? I lost it. I'm not. That is not me no more.
Yeah, so it's like jokes turn differently.
It's like
you build a new reputation and like. You know, you're definitely more lighthearted and you can joke around, but like, it's just things aren't as funny as like they used to be. You kind of get more like sterner. That's like a con to you. Build a new reputation. You're kind of like, I'm a new man kind of thing.
I've grown up. I've stopped doing bullshit. I've learned. You know what I mean? You start becoming the person that you're really supposed to be. Whatever it is, I think losing weight just heightens the fact that you're going to be the person that you really should be the whole time. Mm-hmm. So then the next one. You spend less money on food. That's a pro. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people want to say, oh, eating healthy is expensive. I always tell my brother, we talked about this the other day because we were an Uber driver, we're an Uber rider, and he's like, you know, I just want to lose weight, but man, just eating healthy is so expensive. And
I'm like, dang, so you're one of them people that comment on our videos in real life. I'm like, that's a real life experience.
But the thing is, it's only expensive if you don't do it all the time. Yeah, that's the thing. Because he was trying to explain to me like, oh yeah, it's just cheaper for me to drive to, you know, Carl's Jr. or Hardee's and get a burger and fries. And I'm like, okay, if we did that every day, if we went and spent $10 per meal,
because we're a two-person family,
so that's $20 per meal per day. So that's three. If you go 2 meals a day, 3 meals a day, the bullshit. If you do 3 meals a day,
how they told us in school,
you're spending $60 a day on food.
If you spend $60
a day on food,
can last a week.
For $60 for us, that's a box of spinach, roast, some chicken, some beef,
some onions,
a bag of chips, damn it,
some red onions,
some red hot riblets, some fucking vegetables, like
some
water, eggs,
broccoli,
oatmeal,
some good broccoli.
That shit lasts us a whole. I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's about $120 per week, but like. Doing $120 a week versus, you know, spending that in
2 days,
going out and eating dinner. You know, you go to Applebee's, spend $40 a meal, and like you do that 3 days. So when someone tells me, you know, eating healthy is expensive, I just know that you don't do it often.
Yeah,
you tried to buy a box of spinach once and it was $5.
You don't practice eating healthy. That's the thing. That's what I like. How you said that. If somebody tells that to us, we just know
that's my obvious sign you don't try it.
Yeah, that's the obvious sign you're not practicing that. Healthy eating.
Yeah, because if you actually really went out and bought groceries, you're gonna get good at, you know, buying the shit that's on sale, buying the stuff that's cheap, and you're gonna be like, whoa, this is way lasting me longer. This is a whole week's of food that I just spent in, you know, instead of spending a day on that or 2 or 3 days, I just bought a whole week's worth of food. So keep that in mind. If someone ever tells you that eating healthy is expensive, they have not tried hard enough. I promise you, if you want to lose weight and you want to eat healthy, there's a way to do it, and you don't gotta break the bank to do it.
That's facts. So less money on food, that is a pro. And then a con with that I kind of throw at a con is you're very selective of the company that you choose, and it's positivity only around here. Not saying
that you choose. Oh, the company.
Yeah, company that you choose. So like you don't hang around like dumb shit that often. Like your old friend, like you mentioned, the old friends.
I mean, we really didn't do that anyways. Like we knew like that kid's a jackass, that person's a jackass. We wouldn't really surround ourselves with them anyway.
Even with the friends that you really do love, you kind of do spend less time. You spend a lot more time in solitude. So like back to like you're lonely at first. It kind of like. You kind of do become more lonely because you are very selective of the company that you choose. And it's positivity only. And like you can only be around even a positive person for so long.
Uplifting. You don't want to be around people that's like complaining.
Even being around positive people for too long can like kind of be somewhat of a negative. Like for example, let me use an example right here. So let's say we are 2 fruits, right? I'm a strawberry.
Why are you gonna say we're 2 fruits? Nigga, what the
That's
fuck?
what they're already thinking. Listen,
Nigga,
you guys are already talk shit about you say we're for
y'all fruity. All right, bro.
Whatever. Okay.
You're so manly and tough.
All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're young. That's why people hate on it. It's all good.
I would hate on me too.
I would hate on me too.
I'm a young, light skinned, sexy. I would hate on me too.
Come on, and I got a twin brother. And come on,
Shit.
Come on,
nigga. I would hate you too.
Hey, but listen. So say I'm a strawberry. Say Angelo is a banana. Those are two very fire fruits, right? They're so great, they're fire, they taste really good meshed together. You got strawberry banana smoothie, right? You got strawberry banana smoothie and it's so good, but you drink a strawberry banana smoothie every single day. You drink that all the time. You're gonna get tired of a strawberry banana smoothie all the time. You're gonna wanna mix in different fruit or just need to not drink a strawberry banana smoothie for one day, just so you can get back to it and it feels really good. And why I use that analogy and I use that as an example is because even though we're two really good people and we're two very nice people and two very sweet people, if we're always together, sometimes just naturally there's going to be a negative that comes out of it. You know, there's going to be a negative instance or a negative occasion.
But that just means you're human, bro. That just means you're human.
Yeah.
Not everybody's perfect all
natural.
the time. You have the highest state or version of yourself that you know you want to be. Of course, you know, you dibble down unless you want to. You know what I mean? It's not always guaranteed that happens, though. You can always be a strawberry banana smoothie person. But you don't want to drink. You don't always have to drop down into the negative. You don't really have to. It's all by your choice if you doing that. So at the end of the day, I think one thing you just have to remember is that you are human, and that of course you do select good company. You do want to have only positive people around. But if there is something negative in your life and you can't, get rid of it right away, at least you go through it, you learn from it, but don't let that situation change who your true ideals are. So always try to have positive company around you.
Yeah. So
and then the next two things, we're just gonna go through these two things because there's only one more con to losing weight. So the one positive is that you're obviously more accepting of people, and I think that's just very common with what's going on nowadays. Is like you could be really anything you want, and if you want to accept somebody for who they are, you will. There's nothing
think about it in your situation. Like you changed completely. Like you used to be super negative, like mean to people.
Yeah, I was.
Like
at the end of the day, like I had to stop being so self-loathing. Yeah, and just realize like, you know what? If someone else is being, skinny and in shape and he lost weight, that doesn't have to do anything with me. Like I can't be mad at that. So you're just overall more positive when you start doing it for yourself because you're like, oh, like we all can do whatever we really want. We can all do our thing. And like what they do has no effect on me anyway. So I could just choose to, be more accepting of other people and not necessarily judge them for who they are. Just say, that's who they want to be. Okay, but I'm going to choose to be more accepting of myself and try to be more accepting of others.
Yeah, and that's one thing too, is when it comes to like that smoking weed thing that we've been talking about recently, a lot of people will like look at the video and think that like we're not accepting people, but like, bro, I just got done smoking weed like
I can guarantee you guys,
like
I'm gonna smoke it.
Hold on. All right, go ahead. I just got done smoking weed like a month and a half ago, and I'm talking to the demographic of people that follow us that are our age, that are trying to level up and get to a new job criteria or get to a new, just get to a new level in life overall, and they feel like weed is stopping them. I'm showing them, if you get down and pray, if you really get into yourself, you get into your meditation, you get into a repentance type of a mindset where you just repent everything else and just focus on sitting there and becoming, just being better. You'll get in downloading answers and praying. That's the people I'm talking to. I'm not talking to people that smoke weed or that have a normal job and do that. I'm not talking to them. I feel like the very low IQ people will get mad at.
You know what I also call them?
Yeah, what?
Sinners. The sinners. The only and we all are sinners, but the people that willingly sin and won't accept that they are a sinner. That they think they're holier than thou.
They think they're perfect. Yeah.
And they accept everything, so they're not a bad person because they accept everything. Well, all right. Just because you accept everything doesn't mean that you're still not sinning. There's still sins and there's still bad things that you should not be doing. Smoking weed every single day, damn it doesn't do anything good for you. Enjoy it every once in a while, but if that is your escape from life and escape from everything,
you're supposed to feel things.
You're supposed to feel things. You're supposed to go through things, and that's why it's bad for you. Because if it's so bad for you, it shouldn't be doing bad things for you, like making you lazy, making you tired, all these.
Not wanting to feel things.
Yeah. You should. Same thing, and that goes with medication too. Popping pills and doing all these, ramification healthy medicines. I don't want to get killed. Don't even get me in there. But
hey, they got a radar on us, even though we ain't that big yet.
They know about it.
They know we popping. They know we popping shit.
And then let's go through the next one. Inspiring to people, your family and friends. That's obvious. People are gonna hit you up from kindergarten, high school,
how'd you lose weight?
Dude, how'd you do it? You're freaking insane. Congratulations. That's so awesome. What'd you do? Da 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 da. You're gonna tell them, and they use it or they don't. That's just what it is.
But you're gonna feel good about it, and that's something that's positive. That's a pro. Exactly. And then the cons. So this isn't really a con. This is more of like a pro, but we had to throw in another type of con. There's new motivations. You're gonna want to start making money. You're gonna want to start, getting healthier. You're gonna be very choosy about your relationships. You're not just always gonna go for the bigger girl just because you're big. Facts. You're not just always gonna go for the BBW just because you think you deserve a BBW. Yeah. Like I said, your fat's gonna be out of the way.
Can I admit
you'll
something?
have that magnet going.
Can I admit something real quick?
What?
So when I was overweight, when I was 350 pounds.
You got BBWs.
No, I didn't. I mean, I could have dated BBWs, right? And there's nothing wrong with BBWs because that's a choice that you're choosing to make. You can do whatever you want in life. Mm-hmm. But in my perspective, I did not want to be overweight. I actually hated it. And I can almost speak for every overweight person when they say they don't want to be overweight. If you could give them a pill and says, hey, take this and tomorrow you will wake up and you are in shape and skinny, they will do it.
They won't say nah.
They will say yes. They're not going to be like, oh no, I love the way I feel right now. I love not being able to buy clothes. I love being able to be the last person in the ride because I can't fit on the seat. Like, there's so many things that are not good with being overweight that people are trying to make okay. That's not true. If you gave any person the chance to be healthy the next day, if they didn't have to put any work in or just do anything and they could just be a good person the next day, they would do it. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. But back to what I was saying, when I was overweight, I didn't feel like dating BBWs. I was not attracted to that.
That's not where your highest, so your highest self, because you say highest version of yourself, but like, what is that to you? What is your highest
version? The highest version of myself was like, this is settling. This is equating to settling for what's available for you.
And that person doesn't settle in your mind? Like,
no, that for me, being with someone that was the same weight as me, essentially, I just didn't feel like that was who I wanted to be with for the rest of my life.
She had to be lighter than you?
But not even that. I couldn't have bigger boobs than my girlfriend. I couldn't be with a skinny girl and have bigger boobs with her. And I just also couldn't be the same weight as the girl that I was dating. So
or she can't weigh more than you.
That in general. So like I said, we were talking about before though, people that are overweight together and they lose weight together, I think that shit's so sick. Shout out to Heavy to Modified. He's one of the people that I look up to that was super big and he lost a bunch of weight, and his girl also lost a bunch of weight together because they did not like being overweight. They were tired of where they were before. So shout out to you guys. That's super dope for y'all to lose weight together.
Stronger together.
Yeah, absolutely stronger together, you guys. And so yeah, like we said, those are the new motivations when it comes to losing weight. Obviously that sounds like a con, we say it's a con, but it's actually a pro. So
yeah, guys. So those are the pros and cons to our weight loss journey. Go back to the video if you want to watch the rest of it. See kind of what we went over, and we thank you guys for being here. Remember to click the link in the description below. You guys can join our training. We have our meal plans, we have our weekly live streams, and we also have our workout programs in there, guys. Make sure you get in there. The end of the year is approaching very fast. We are going to be having a lot of clients in there, and we want to make sure that we get to speak to you one-on-one. All right, we love you. Thank you for being here, and yeah.
Don't wait, lose weight. We out, baby.